Alright guys, welcome to a video that I'm finally making, a video that some of you guys have been looking forward to for like a month, which is of course the Star Wars character tier list. Basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for the month of May, every day I was putting up a poll on my YouTube channel in the community section with a different character from Star Wars, either from the Clone Wars or the TV shows or the mainline movies. And there were 5 categories that you guys could rank them as. The ones we had was S tier, which is legendary. We had A tier, which is elite. We have B tier, which is good. We have D tier, which is meh. And then we have F tier, which is perish. So yes, just FYI, this is not my own opinion. These are not my picks. These are picks chosen solely by you guys. So take this with a grain of salt, okay? This is a bunch of people coming together to rank their favorite Star Wars characters or their least favorite Star Wars characters. So if you participated in the polls and you rated a character differently than what they land here, then yeah, it's just because there's a lot of people. And as we all know here on the TurfNation channel, we are all about positivity. So, people don't like being mean. I feel like I've created a bit of a wholesome community, and you will see that a bit in the results. But yes, I try to do these kind of interactive videos as much as I can, either on my YouTube channel or over on my Discord, which you guys should go and join, because it's a lot of fun over there. There's a bunch of different game modes, like a new Hunger Games system, or a Coliseum game, and there's just constantly debates going on. So yeah, go and join the Discord, but without further ado, let's just get into the results. I will also be giving a bit of my own input into some of these choices, just if I feel I need it. But yes, this is your rankings of the Star Wars characters. So let's get into it. Starting up, we have Anakin from the movies. So I decided to split Anakin into 2, the one from the movies and the one from the Clone Wars, because I thought that a lot of people have different rankings of these 2 characters separately. Some people really like the Clone Wars version, but don't like the actual movie version, and vice versa, and yeah, I feel like it would just create a bit of confusion. Some people wouldn't know whether to put him in legendary or good or perish, and yeah. I feel like these 2 characters are vastly different, even though they are the same character. But yes, that's why I have split them up, basically. But if we start off with Anakin from the mainline movies, we have him in the good tier. There was a bit of fluctuation, there's a lot of answers for meh, elite, and legendary, but there was still a good majority for good, so that's where I'm putting him. And you know what, I agree. B tier is fine for Anakin. He's not my favorite character, especially in the first one and the second one. He has some good moments in the second one, but the third one, he's better. I like him. He's not a great character, but he's iconic, you know, in my opinion. But yes, you guys have chosen him to be in good. Also, by the way, if you guys agree or disagree with anything in this video, you just put that down in the comments and I will be reading all of it. Just try to be nice, okay? Remember, it's not my list, it's your list. Then we have the Clone Wars Anakin, which of course is in fucking legendary. Now some of you guys haven't watched the Clone Wars, but I'm already telling you, he's a great character. You should watch the Clone Wars. It'll make you like Anakin a lot more. It'll make you like a lot of the other Jedi more. It's just a fantastic show. There were a couple people who voted him elite, but the large majority put him in legendary. So that's where he's going. And now for another Clone Wars character, we have Ahsoka Tano, who is also in legendary. To the people who've watched the Clone Wars, I don't think there's any debate. We can't really say much based on her appearance in The Mandalorian because there wasn't really much to go off there. There was a bit, she was cool, but in the Clone Wars, I definitely agree she is a great character. One of my favorite in the entire series. There was a little bit for Elite, which of course there's always discrepancies, but yes, large majority, legendary. Then we have Boba Fett, which actually people were disagreeing a bit with. There were some people putting him in Elite, some people even meh or good. But a trend you'll see today, the majority put him in legendary. Now at the end of this video, I will maybe put some of them different places or just at least say what I would put some of these characters because there's some of them I disagree with quite heavily. But we'll get to that. I guess he's legendary for, maybe just for being a legend within the series. I don't know. Then we have C-3PO, which there's a little bit of spread, but naturally he's in legendary. Of course. This does not look biased at all. Oh shit, then we have Anakin from Clone Wars again. I don't know why I did that. Anyways. Fuck it. Just so we make it a bit more even, you know? Then we have Count Dooku, which is one of the ones that you guys were the most confused about. There was just the most varying results. People were putting him in meh, good, elite, legendary. But at the end of the day, he was in good. People were saying in the comments that if it was just based on Christopher Lee, he'd be in legendary, but it's a character, so they put him in good. Then we have the Mandalorian, who again is fucking legendary. If anyone watched this tier list, they would think that Star Wars is the greatest franchise of all time. Which a lot of you guys would agree with, just in terms of like, so many good characters. There was also a bit for elite and good, but the large majority put him in S tier. Next up we have Finn, who you guys put in good, which I actually agree with. A lot of people in the comments were given the reason that if it was based on just The Force Awakens, he could be legendary easily, maybe high elite. But just because of the last 2 movies where his role just got a bit outshadowed. He's actually decent in The Last Jedi, I think, but in Rise of Skywalker, oh shit, he was really done dirty. Yeah, that like brings him down to meh or even perish. So good, it makes sense, I agree. Then we have General Grievous, which there was also a bit of discrepancy. Some people were putting him in meh, some people in legendary, but overall majority in good. Which I can see. He's too cool to be a meh or a perish because he has a lasting effect. He was one of my favorite characters when I was a child, so yeah, just because he looked cool. Doesn't have much character to him, but yeah, I think good is fine. And then we have Han Solo, who is of course legendary. I don't think there's anyone who will be angry about that. It was a large majority, which you will see with a lot of the characters from the original trilogy. That's just how it is. We all love them. Alright, next up we have Admiral Holdo, which there was again a lot of disagreement in. Some people were saying she was elite, some people were saying she was good, there was a lot of people saying meh, a lot of people saying perish, but the majority did say no, I'm joking. Most people said good. But yeah, it's really hard to say because there was like 30%, 30%, 30%. It might be a meh, to be honest. Just because even though there was technically a higher percentage for good, there's only like 2% more than meh and like 2% more than perish, so I think meh is good. I don't fully agree. I think there are worse characters than Holdo, and you guys know that. But this is your list, so yeah, that's that. I can see it. I understand. Holdo is meh. Then we have General Hux, who is between a good and a meh. A little bit of perish, but a majority for good and meh. I'm gonna put him in meh alongside Holdo. Now I know us sequel lovers don't like to see this, but these aren't the greatest characters in the trilogy. Holdo could definitely be higher, and we'll talk about that later, but Hux, I don't know, especially in the third one, he just completely falls off and he's just not very relevant. Hence the meh, you know, it's kind of, yeah, whatever. And then we have Jango Fett, which some of you guys put legendary, but most of them went for good, which I can see. He's not the greatest character, he doesn't really have much of a character, he's just, yeah. He's there, he looks cool, could be in meh. I'd maybe put him in meh, but yeah, you guys ranked him good. Then we have Jar Jar Binks, who's almost entirely split between perish and legendary. And holy fuck, is that great. I don't know where to put him. I don't want to put him perish, because he's not the worst character in the Star Wars universe. He's not even the worst character in his movie. But at the same time, can I really put him legendary? I mean, okay, this is you guys' list. I think there technically is a majority for him legendary, so we're just gonna put him there for now. We can switch a little bit between, you know, have a little bit of fun. But for now, we'll just put him in legendary. Then we have Jyn Erso, who is between good and meh. I agree, she's not the most memorable character. I don't really like her that much, but yeah, you guys put her in good, so that's where she's going. And then we have Kylo Ren, who had a lot of votes for elite and could have been our first elite, but no, there was definitely more majority for legendary, which I agree. He's one of the best characters in the sequel trilogy, by far. Alright, next up we have Lando Calrissian, who just misses out on a legendary spot. Lando goes into elite. I know, I was a bit surprised. He's never been my favorite character, but I know a lot of people really like him. I just love how Boba Fett, C-3PO, and the Mandalorian all made it over Lando. That I just wasn't expecting that. I mean, I like it. I personally like it, but I wasn't expecting it. Alright, and then we have possibly the 2 easiest picks of the day. We have Princess Leia, and we have Luke Skywalker. It's pretty self-explanatory. I won't talk much about it. You guys all know Leia and Luke are great. Next up, we have Mace Windu, who is a little bit of good and a little bit of meh. I'd agree, but overall he's good. That's what you guys ranked him, and I agree. I agree. Then we have Darth Maul, who also makes it into legendary. So for this character, I said that it's both the movie version and the Clone Wars, where because in the movies, he's not very interesting. He's cool and he's badass, but he has no character. But in the Clone Wars, he is badass. And in Rebels, he's awesome. Great character development. Just a good character. So yeah, he's legendary, and I agree. Alright boys, we've made it to the main event. Obi-fucking-Wan Kenobi. Then we have Palpatine. Honestly, boys, I'm getting fucking tired of putting people in Legendary. I mean, it is Star Wars, and Star Wars is fucking amazing, but holy shit, it's not this good. Otherwise, people wouldn't be so angry about it all the time. If every character was this good, then what's the problem? Oh, I love you guys. Oh shit, I forgot Padme. No! Fucking shit. Okay, Padme is in good. She was a bit of meh, a bit of elite, which I agree, but she's overall in good. Not my favorite in the third one, but she's alright in Phantom Menace and Attack the Clones. So yeah, good. I'm so sorry. Fucking cancel me.
Sexism.
And then we have Captain Phasma, who is overall a meh. She's a bit of good, a bit of perish, but I agree, she's very forgettable. There's a deleted scene in The Last Jedi that would have actually made her character so much more complex, and she would have been able to go up into good, easily. But yes, I agree with how it is in the movies by themselves. Phasma's a meh. Then we have Poe Dameron, who danced a little bit in meh, and a little bit in elite, along with Lando, but overall, Poe's good. His story in Force Awakens was alright, it was normal, I guess. His story in The Last Jedi was actually really fucking good, and I enjoyed it. But in The Rise of Skywalker, just like Finn, he got absolutely cast aside, which is just sad. So I'm gonna put them together, because they belong together. And then we have Qui-Gon Jinn, who is split between all the top 4, but eventually makes it into fucking Legendary. Who would have known? But yes, I can see an argument for at least these 3. Legendary is a bit of a reach for me, but I know a lot of you guys like him. A lot of you guys have told me that you like him. So yeah, I'm not judging, it's just my own opinion. I wouldn't put him this high, but it's you guys, so that's great. Then we have R2-D2, who is of course Legendary. Yay. Alright, the final 3, we have Rey, who is in Elite alongside Lando. There's people saying that she should be in Legendary and in Good, but overall Elite I think fits her well. I think there's definitely people up here she could kick down. She definitely deserves it more than some of these characters. However, I'm alright with an Elite. Rey is a good character, anyone who says otherwise can suck my dick. No, I'm joking, you can watch one of my videos where I explain that she's a good character. I really like Rey, but yes, Elite is alright. She's definitely very high Elite. Out of 2. Then we have Tarkin, who's also a bit mixed, but yes, Elite too. Wow. What a fucking set of characters. Rey, Lando, Tarkin. Put those 3 in a room together, fucking chaos. And then of course, in the end, we have Darth Vader, who is of course Legendary. One of the greatest and most iconic villains of all time in any movie franchise or just standalone movie or any TV show in fiction. He's one of the all-time greatest villains in fiction, period. I don't think there's anyone who disagree with me on that. But there you have it! The TurfNation Star Wars character tier list. Fucking cracked. Holy shit, the discrepancy is so bad. Why is there so many people in Legendary? Why is Boba Fett there? Why is Jar Jar there? Why is the Mandalorian there? I like him, but why? There's just some of the characters that I don't agree with. But listen, if they're your favorite character, then perfect. I love that for you, and you should keep loving them openly. Tell me down in the comments, I love to hear it. Now, if I were to move some people down, I'd probably move Count Dooku a bit down, switch him out with Holdo, just because he's more forgettable for me. I'd put Django down. These other ones are alright. Anyone I'd put in Perish. Now, this is the big thing. The problem with making a wholesome community in Star Wars where we appreciate both the originals, the sequels, and the prequels, and we don't judge anyone who likes these, it means the people who voted on these polls are good people. People who don't like hating. So there's no one in Perish. This isn't true. Is there any of these characters I'd actually put in Perish? This isn't everyone. If I ever did this in the future, I'd make more, but the thing is, there's like 31 characters, which is a month. And I only did this for a month, so it's just the 31 most memorable characters for me. So none of them would be in Perish. That makes sense. There's definitely characters in the Star Wars universe that I wouldn't mind not being there, which I think we all have, but you know what? Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. I'll be really excited to hear what you guys think of this. I mean, after all, this is your tier list. But of course, not everyone's tier list, you know? It's a culmination of all of you guys. There was like around 200 votes on each one. So yeah, thank you guys for making this a really cool video to make. I'll definitely be doing more of this in the future and also over my Discord like I said before. So yeah, again, go join that. And that's all the plugging I'm gonna do. Anyways, I'll be back soon with another video. Stay safe and peace out.